Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. I want to speak about philosophy. So it's not politically important. It's not something that is crucial for day to day. I don't know about like political missions, but it's important for me. It's important for me because it's like things that I thought about for very at length for a very long time. Really, it's not something from today. So maybe I didn't think about it enough, and maybe there's a lot more to realize, to understand in these matters. But I want to speak about philosophy, about God, about miracles, um, and I want to say a, a, an African girl once spoke in the news and says, I didn't hear it myself. I saw a quote, and she said, "Black people can make a tree go be hit by lightning. This is black magic. Why isn't it taught in universities? Why isn't there black magic school in university? I would say faculty." Um, well, she didn't. She what she didn't know, obviously, is what double-blinded research means. She didn't know what it means to isolate a phenomenon and to empirically prove its existence, because she can prove that a black man can make lightning strike a wood somewhere, a tree somewhere. She can't prove it. No one can prove it. So that's why it's not evidence-based um, science. So that's why it's not scientific, and that's why it's not taught in university. Um, what's more impressive than making a lightning hit a tree is the ability to talk about it. It's maybe it doesn't sound so when I say it. Talk about it is not as impressive. It is, because that's what makes it belong to humanity. I mean, if a tree falls in the wood and no one hears it fall, that it fell down, did the tree really fall, right? I mean, the ability to maybe it's not okay. Let's say I am proud of my nation. My nation brought prophecy to the world. Prophecy is the ability to give words to God's will, to God's creation, to God's deeds, actions. To say, you know why this tree was hit by lightning? Because God wanted to. That's wow, that's impressive. That's boom. Okay, maybe it's not the best thing on earth. Okay, maybe, I mean, I don't know what's, I mean, I am a Jew. Sometimes I wish I wasn't a Jew. Sometimes I wish I was an African, but I'm a Jew. There is Jewish Africans. I'm a European Jew. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I wish I was a European, an actual, full 100%. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, I mean, what is better is stupid. I don't really want to ask what is better, but I think what is less obvious in today's world, what is less obvious is the ability to give words to God's creation. God is well understood in the world. I mean, the idea of God, the idea that there is God and He can make miracles. People admit it, but giving words to God's will, saying this is what God wants and this is what He doesn't want, it's not well understood. It's not obvious. Prophecy is not obvious. Miracles, when there's no words attached to them, are nothing but random. When you don't know why did it happen? Why is God so angry? Why is God so loving? When you don't know why it happens, you don't know. I don't know. So I don't know. I wanted to speak about it since this noon. I mean, I will think about it for 12 hours, maybe along with other things that I did, like drinking chocolate and eating milk, and I don't know what. So maybe it's stupid. Maybe I need to work it out more, a little more, and finish the idea and bring something more complete to speak about. But that's what I wanted to share: the idea of miracles and explaining miracles. The ability to explain miracles. It sounds stupid. It sounds like that's lame. So your special ability, so-called, of your national special ability, is to explain the miracles, like to say, I know why this has happened. I know, but you can't actually do the miracles, so we can ask for it, but we can beg for it, but can you do it yourself? No, we can't do it ourselves. So maybe if you, but no, we can't. So that's lame. That's stupid. So I don't know what's better. Okay, if to do the miracles, to create the ability to create. God can create life. The ability to create life out of nothing, to make lightning strike a tree, or the ability to say why it happened, the ability to explain it. I wanted to share a story. Okay, I wanted to share a story. It's not my story. It's an ancient story, uh, from the 19th century. Uh, not so ancient. No, maybe the 18th century. I'm not sure. Maybe the 19th century. Maybe the 18th century. So it's little 200 years. Um, about there was a fashion back in the days of students to glorify the rabbis for doing miracles. My rabbi did a miracle so big that everyone were astounded. It wasn't always true, but sometimes it was. But it's not important. The important thing is it was very intimidating when you didn't have a story to say. So one student came to his I don't know what, to his teacher, and told him, like, this sucks. This is so annoying because I don't have a story to share with my friends when they say that about the miracles that they saw, and I don't have a story of a miracle to share. And in this day when he said it to his teacher, a letter came from the rabbi of this particular movement that he was part of. Um, there was movements, other rabbis had other movements, and the teacher showed him the letter, and the letter says, when making a human being out of a log of wood would be a sign for him and a miracle for everyone else to see. Making a human being out of a log of wood is the biggest miracle that one can witness. And he obviously meant that the student was the log of wood, that making the student a human being. So that's the idea of, I mean, making a lightning strike a tree is just a metaphor. I mean, it can happen, but it doesn't matter that it can happen. Making a log of wood into a human being, that's the real miracle that we all expect to see. And I'm speaking about myself, obviously. I'm the log of wood here that hopes to be a human someday, like Pinocchio, right? I'm not a puppet, I'm a real boy. So I don't know what I'm talking about, but what I'm talking about, I wanted, because I always speak about political issues, and like one time I want to speak about philosophy because I had so much fun right now learning for a couple of hours, and I'm not sharing but I'm just thinking, like, to myself, like, I don't know, it's nice, it's a nice thing.